right, people, welcome to Raw Are You Ready? It's actually Raw Are You Ready? Today, because in society, most people are stressed out, and I talked a little bit about adaptogens when we're doing the fireside. So, we're going to actually talk about an adaptogen. It's actually the second most popular adaptogen next to ginseng. It is called, and welcome, this is my lovely wife. This is the first time, so we're breaking her in so she can feel comfortable on this stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm going to just give it to her and say, go ahead, tell them a little bit about rhodiola. I'll jump in. But this is going to be something that is going to be really useful. And we're doing this because we want to save you a lot of money. Because when we go through this, 1 ounce of rhodiola, Rhodiola Rosea, it's Rhodiola Rosea, not rosacea, that's that shit on your hand, is, from really high altitudes, Russia, China, Siberia. It's about $10 for 1 ounce. We're going to show you how to make about 32 ounces for, I don't know, maybe $40 total. So you're going to save hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And this is something that everyone should be using when you're in a high stress situation. It's super, super good. And I'm going to go over some of the qualities, but she's going to talk a little bit about it too. So I'm out of here.
Well, as Eric said, it's an adaptogen. So what adaptogen usually does, it helps your body to adapt to a non-specific stress, which could be environmental, physical, or mental. So as Eric said also, it's great for the today being, or for all of us, as well as...
The Vikings used it, okay? The Vikings, that was one of their main adaptogens. All right, we're going to get in here and she's going to jump in and you're going to jump in with this thing because she's first time here. Yeah, the Vikings used it in those stress situations and stuff like this because it helped their stamina. They were great at this. And a matter of fact, there's a rat test. Okay, this is kind of horrible what they do, but this is how they see if herbs work. They basically take some rats, throw them into a big thing of water, let them swim and time it. Okay, when they drowned, okay, that's that. So they go, okay, 10 rats, they drowned it, 1 hour, let's see if it works. Then what they do is they get 10 more rats and they give it rhodiola and they throw it in there and then they time it. And they're like, oh, so studies have shown in rats that it's an increase of 139% to 159% in stamina. So if these rats died at 1 hour, these rats took about 1 hour and 45 minutes. So this is how they see if these kind of things work for stamina and things like this. Another one that's really good is Urethro, which is Siberian ginseng. It's not really a ginseng, but we're going to go on from there. So I think she's warmed up now. You ready? Ready? Come on, let's go.
I don't know.
Okay, well, in that case, we're just going to get her out of the way. And another thing that's really good is it's highly protective neurotoxins. So when you take this, it's really protective on your thoughts. It's really protective for your brain. It's super good for you. Now, it is... Go on, you do it. Go.
It helps to improve your focus and your mental stamina. So, as Eric said, it's pretty good for your brain to take it and help yourself to stay focused on those tasks to do of the day. What else it does, it works very good for the pancreas and for the immune system. So it helps your liver. And also, as I said, it helps, it protects your immune system. So it's good to take it in the winter and all year round, I guess.
And other names of it, it's called Arctic root or golden root and things like this.
Rose root.
What?
Rose root.
Rose root. I never heard that one, but maybe it is rose root. Okay, so
the leaves are important. So when you buy the product, you want to buy it as a little chunks, like it's chopped on little. It's cut and sifted basically on little root, like the little roots. So you kind of really wanna. That's the good product, and that's how you're gonna know that you're getting the real stuff. It's like a little. It's chopped so you'll be easy infused or. Extracted from the menstruum that we're using later.
Why don't you tell them what the difference between infusion and decoction is?
So let's say that when you do herbs, there's 2 ways of them preparing them. So you can do infusion like a normal tea, which is make the water boil and then you pour it over your herbs, which will be usually the lighter parts of the herb. That can be the leaves, the flowers. So anything that it's up in the aerial part of the plant, and then you would steam it for about 5 to 10 minutes. That will be extracting the most of the beneficial constituents. When you do decoction, usually you use the heavier parts of the plant. That will be stems and roots, which rhodiola, you already know it's a root that we use. So you will be putting the herb into the water and boiling it together with the water for about 5 to 10, 15 minutes, depends on how hard the root is. This one you can do easy, like 10 minutes. If you decide to go with the tea, if you're doing a tincture, that's definitely a different way to prepare your rhodiola.
Yeah, so tinctures take probably about 4 weeks to make sure that they're good. And
4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks.
To infuse.
And we're gonna party. That's right. Vodka. What's this for? Because she's loosening up. That's what it's for. No, actually, what it is anytime you do like a infusion, you can do the alcohol tinctures, and you want to make sure it's between 80 and 100 proof. Okay, 80 proof means that there's 40% volume of alcohol
and 60% volume of water. So it's already diluted, and you want to get a good percentage of alcohol in order to extract some of the constituents from the herbs that we're soaking.
Yeah, you want to make sure it's like this is
10 times.
This is 5 times distilled.
Yeah.
So the more it's distilled, the more it's run through, the more it's filtered, the better for you. You can get 10 times. This bottle right here is about $17. So I want you to give you a little bit of price check here. This right here, 1 ounce, $10. All right.
Imagine how much you can do with this whole bottle.
This was like $17
for the whole village.
Right? And this is 1 pound. It's roughly about $40 for 1 pound, but obviously this is going to go really, really, really long time. So this is a good thing. So what I'm going to show you here is I actually have 2 that are actually brewing right now. Look at all that. That's 32 ounces. So right there, it's probably, I don't know, 28 ounces of rhodiola. And this is another one, which I made a little bit too big in one of my videos. That's almost 32 ounces. So figure that. 32 ounces. That's just like 300 in. With tax in California, and if you pay 10 cents for the bag, it's almost like $350 for this, okay? And we only used half of this and only a little bit of this, okay? So start saving your money, man. Do this stuff at home. It's fun. You get out with the wife, you do cool stuff.
And you keep yourself healthy on a daily basis. So it isn't only a expensive treat for you. It's actually something that you can take and prevent yourself from a lot of harm.
Stress, and it helps, mental functioning. And actually, it's it's one of the most prescribed herbs for depression and things like this. So if you're like really on a mental game and you're getting worn down, it also alleviates and reduces the cortisol levels in your blood. So it's like an anti-stressor. So we're going to kind of show you
all this. If that's the case, it can help lose or gain weight, depends on what it is, because adaptogens are smart herbs. They just go in our body and do what we need in order to get balanced and in great shape. So use it for your workout, use it for your immune system, or for whenever you feel like it. Just use it.
So what we're going to do is, because I have some friends that could utilize it, I'm going to show you how to actually make it. Or you can do it. There you go.
Alrighty. Usually the standard proportion will be 1 ounce of dry herbs. We put a little bit more. Don't forget that in this infusion, you can use a wet or dry herbs. This one is dry, so it will expand once you kind of have it all soaked in for maybe like 24 hours. So within the next 24 hours, you will be seeing your liquid will be like maybe getting a little bit less. So if you need to add, please feel free to do that.
Don't listen, I made an ass of myself. Being a man, I was showing this class and I was preparing it for all the guys, showing them, and I filled it up to there with the root, and I filled it we want to make about 1 inch more of alcohol. Like I said, you always want it covering it. And I was like, it's good. And she's like, it's too much. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's fine. Well, the next day it expanded. It was like pushing the top off. And so I had to apologize because I was wrong and things like that. And
so if you have to put it in a couple of jars, but what you want to do, it also, like, it's important, like like for example, this one is still a little bit more full, because what you're going to be doing every day after that, it's shaking it very, very well.
Why are they shaking it?
To help to extract the very medicinal constituents. So you want to shake it, and also like just to put a little bit of love in your home remedies that you're doing for yourself. After you pick up, well, don't go with anger.
That wasn't anger. That was just
Raw. That was just
tough.
like
It's
raw.
tough. This shit is it like in the very top. This is why it's so good because these plants are like in the mountains, like where there's hardly any oxygen.
It's so harsh environment
It's
there.
a harsh environment. So you bring it down to us, give it to us. We become a little bit harsh and shaky. Remember, it's all about the love, and it's really just like I said, man. I did it before. It's shaking it just kind of every day. Just give it a little love, man, because you're going to be passing this along. So
the first
moving
thing
on
you
now,
do,
that time.
put in the second thing you do, it's put the alcohol. I won't go that crazy with it now because you only need about a half inch above the herb. So let it soak, close it, and see if you need to add more. Well, because all you want to do is just get as stronger extraction as you can. So you don't want to dilute it with much of alcohol and then just drink that alcohol. So we'll just put as much as herb, a little bit of alcohol, and then the next thing we do, we just close it. Those are Eric's favorite he got from me. We're gonna try this for the first time. It's a little sucky.
And I'm going to try this too because I'm going to give you links to all these things. And I'm going to do this Amazon affiliate thing because I'm like, I spend hours and shit looking for the good stuff. And so I'm just going to give you links if you guys want. These are really cool, man. These are awesome, especially when you're doing the other kind of concoctions that have gases and they bubble and things like this. And so I've done all the work, man. So I'm going to say, hey, I wonder if I can get some extra cash on this stuff. I'm just telling you because I'm honest about this. So, but it will save you a lot of money, and I know where all the good stuff is.
Shake it.
Shake it, shake it. And when you set it, like let it sit overnight because that's going to give you a true value of where it's at as far as how much was absorbed by the root. Okay?
It's already.
So
we need to probably add a little bit more alcohol, I'd say.
We could add just a little bit more. Like I said, this is not hard stuff, but man, if you could save money and give it as a little gift to your friends, well, that's about it.
It means you care about your friends' health and how much more precious gift you can do.
Yeah. So then what you want?
That is the basic. The next very important thing, which most people skip to do, but if you imagine having in your kitchen a couple things brewing at this point, you definitely lose track of it. It's not gonna go bad, it's alcohol, so basically a tincture can last for about few years if you store it properly, which will be in a dark place and a cool temperature.
And the other thing about alcohol, because there's some you people, especially if you follow some of my stuff, that booze it a lot, and you're maybe trying to NA and stuff like this. You can use other things to distill it with. It's not going to be as powerful, but you still can. And I was kind of curious about the alcohol thing because I don't drink alcohol at all. So I asked the teacher about the alcohol, and he said it's such a small amount. And the properties, the medicinal properties that are in the tincture that
are outbidding.
Yeah, it's not a big deal at all. And the average dose is, like I said, 200 milligrams to 600 milligrams a day. And you got to remember, with anything, okay, with any herb, with any kind of supplement that you're taking, it's not going to work for everyone. All right. And so you want to just test it out a little bit, see how your body responds to it. Some people, most people, like probably 90% of people love it. Okay, it's very, very productive for people. Some people don't feel anything. Some people may have a little bit of reaction, but that's like anything, okay? So I just want to kind of prepare you so
it's an herb and it can't harm you. If you take it, maybe the only thing that it is, that it's an adaptogen, so it's a tonic for your body. You can't really overdose with it. I don't know how much you're taking, but like try with 1 dropper full a day from those little bottles that you'll be having maybe, and start with that. Maybe increase it to 2 and 3 the most if you have a busy day.
Yeah, and the thing about this is don't do it after like 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Because you may not be able to fall asleep. It's one of these things that kind of gets you going. You work out really strong. Your mental game's there. Really, really powerful. So all you got to do is now label it because you want 4 weeks of sitting and shaking.
Yep. And just keep track on it.
We got loads now. Like we're just doing this for the presentation, but look at all this, man. And I even got more. So we're actually going to show you. I think this one's ready to go. This is what I did. But if you see, it's like a lot different. It's absorbed it.
Yeah, now it released a little color. So this is way more medicinal. Oh, I'm sorry. This is way more medicinal than this. This is just an alcohol and herb right now.
Alcohol and herb.
Right now. See, this is the
herb.
The herb. This is the goodies. This is all the goodies that we're gonna extract today. Yeah. What else I wanted to say about?
The other things you can do, like we bought these little cool things too. You can buy them. They're like $12 for 12. And if you want to give them out as gifts to your friends, like this, it's really cool. You get a little thing. I'm going to put the link there too, because I searched these out. But you can just, like I said, give them to your friends, let them try them out. It's just really cool gift-giving stuff that's healthy that can really help them out. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you the method is when it's ready to go.
So as we said, it takes about 4 to 6 weeks to soak in and extract the medicinal properties from the herb. We will strain it.
Ready? Okay. So what we're gonna do.
So you just basically want to have a little mesh so you can have the little particles separated from the liquid. All right, and you scoop it up very, very good. You want all of these goodies.
All right, so here's the first method, okay? I'm going to show you a super, super good method. This is the basic method. If you just have this, you can squeeze the juice.
Woohoo.
You wash your hands before.
For sure.
Okay, so this is a woman's yield right here, how she's squeezing. Now, she's pretty strong, though. Too, she's like from Bulgaria. This is actually where the rat test came from Bulgaria. Okay? So you got to understand what I'm going through. There's some Bulgarians that throw the rats in there and figure it out.
Oh my God.
So check out her guns. Show you guns. They didn't even work out. Isn't that crazy? She almost lifts more than I do. That's Bulgarian strength. Okay, so now that was her. Now here's me. Okay, this is a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to show you a real cool trick. Most people don't have this, but it's something I did with the fire cider, and it worked out really well. This is my wheatgrass juicer. It's a slow.
So we've extracted about this much from that jar. It says 2 cups. Now, baby came up with a great idea, and I totally loved it and supported it. So unless somebody gives me a good reason to not do it, we are going to be doing this for the future, which is extra.
I don't even know if this is going to work on this one. It worked really good on the fire cider, but there's still a lot of stuff in there. So I'm going to try to pour this in here.
Basically, people use.
Let's just see how it works. It's the first time here with this. So just go like this.
Alrighty.
Let's see because we pretty much got all of it.
Said that we did.
Smash it.
We just went out.
Now you have herb press and stuff like this, but if you have a wheatgrass juicer, like
oh my gosh, how dry is this? There is nothing left.
So
There is nothing
think of all the medicinal qualities that are like in here.
I probably can use that too.
Nobody's thought of this idea. This is my idea.
That is badass. I totally love it. I think this is the most medicinal that we have right here.
Super
we'll mix it with the rest of it, and that's it.
So there you go. So that looks like it's about it. So think of all the extra that you're. Like
look, and this is like super.
That's a lot.
Goodie.
Like let's fill up this one little. So go ahead. So this is 1 ounce. So that was. Okay.
That's it. Because it's gonna.
Okay, so right there, $10 just saved, just with that extra stuff. Okay, and then we could probably do another one, which let's do this one. Mm-hmm. Now this is a 2 ounce. Keep going. Let's do it. A little more. We got it. We got it. Keep going. Oh shit.
See, he always says that. I never listen to him because he just wasted.
It's better for me. All right, so I did what I did again as a man, making a mess.
Yes. That is the good stuff. Also, a rhodiola root has been used in a lot of athlete formulas for workouts because it just it helps you, as Eric said, with your cortisol and get that workout even better. So after all of you strained it, you're gonna find a good amber jar bottle, dark color, and put the rest of it there. Seal it up and preserve it for whenever it's needed. You can just give a little bit by little bit to your friends, or you can put it all in little glass jars. We do that with all of the herbs that we strain because we have so much herbs going on. We should show him, baby. But anyhow, this is
filled to the rim. All for, I don't know, $15. $15. This is 2 ounces. That's $20. $15, and we did this.
This is one of.
So the reason why we're here to show you this kind of stuff is you can be healthy. Okay, you can be super motivated. You can have lots of energy. We're going to teach you how to do it right. So anything last you want to say?
stay strong and fit and raw with us.
That's right.
And learn all of the little tricks. How
So
to
here
do
we
it at
go.
home.
This is Raw You Ready. Go out and get it, and we'll see you right soon. Adios.